guys, and welcome to Janet being Janet. Okay, I don't even know if y'all are interested in this, and I'm telling you, I don't know, because I'm a little bit late to the party, but I still wanted to do something interesting to me, and hopefully it's interesting to you. I'm going to go back to her Insta, and I want to show you how big her head is over there about getting a cease and desist and getting sued. She is like, okay, everything in here is my opinion and only my opinion, and this for your entertainment and your entertainment alone, and I'm just having a little fun on YouTube. But I don't understand why she thinks it's a big, huge thing for her to get a cease and desist, and she announces it to everybody, and then she goes, whew, no sweat on my shoulder. But alright guys, yeah, I probably lost. But y'all, I'm going to try to keep you interested, okay? So if you want to join me, you can join me, and I would appreciate it, because I appreciate each and every single one of you, and you know it. Okay, Stephanie Jones threatens to sue me. Breaking news! Stephanie Jones threatens to sue me. Jones insists that Tom Brady is still her client. Stephanie Jones also denies that she has retaliated against Jennifer Abel or ever smeared Blake Lively. Miss Katie did a video over Tom Brady maybe possibly not being the client anymore. That's what caused all this. Wayfair Studios and Jennifer Abel have alleged in their lawsuits that Jones mismanaged the public relations of the film It Ends With Us. In their cross complaints against Stephanie Jones, Wayfair Studios alleges that Jones spoke to the Daily Mail, and yeah, Miss Katie, we all know about the Daily Mail and Miss Katie, right? Well, we all do. Ooh, and set off a chain of events that led to numerous articles being published about Blake Lively. Jones denies these claims and filed a motion to dismiss. And Miss Katie loves those motions, don't she? She loves to file those. I think she filed one on the last one. I'm not for sure, but she likes to get everything dismissed so she doesn't have to take accountability for nothing. Jennifer Abel alleges that Stephanie Jones confiscated her phone and then provided confidential information to Blake Lively and Leslie Sloan on August 21st, 2024. Abel also alleges that Jones accessed her iCloud, personal photos, and emails in violations of the Stored Communications Act and Federal Wiretapping Act. Stephanie has filed a motion to dismiss and denies the claims. Stephanie Jones is in the middle of a lawsuit against Wayfair Studios and several individuals. She is also a third party to a separate lawsuit between Blake Lively and Wayfair Studios. Stephanie Jones asserts that she acts with high integrity and runs a very successful business. And you say the same thing, Miss Katie. You let everybody know that you own a small business. Yeah, you want everybody to know that you're reputable, right? We will continue our reporting on the court cases and the allegations set forth in their court documents. Stay tuned. How did you find out Tom Brady fired her? Hopefully it was a reliable source. You are amazing. Keep up the good work. Multiple sources. Reliable. But Stephanie insists this is false. Well, someone that works with Tom very closely confirmed. But I guess it could be, maybe, that he didn't renew his contract. Who knows? But that's the info, and Stephanie denies it. She puts a maybe in there. Did she put a maybe in her video? I don't know. Guess we need to state allegedly with each statement from here on. I use that term all the time. Bullarchy. No, you don't. There's so many times I ask you, is that a fact? Is that a fact? Was that printed? Did they in fact say that? I always say that to you. And then you'll say something. You'll say, allegedly. Well, yeah, all of my opinions are allegedly in this video. Stephanie Jones demands cease and desist 1 month after I exposed Blake Lively's sham lawsuit. Stephanie Jones' attorneys are attempting to silence reporting about Stephanie related to lawsuits filed against her in court. Yesterday, I received a cease and desist from Kristen Tallier accusing me of defaming Stephanie Jones. The letter sent to me mischaracterizes my reporting, which was reported from court records, sources, and alleged rumors circulating. The reports also reference third-party complaints, text messages in the complaints, and Stephanie Jones' own statements or words in the court filings. Facts. In mid-April, I discovered a lawsuit filed by Van Zandt Inc., a business owned by Blake Reynolds Lively. The lawsuit sued no one and cited boilerplate breach of contracts for the release of confidential information about Van Zandt Inc. The lawsuit made no mention of SH or hostile workplace. Instead, the lawsuit focused on the reputation damage to Van Zandt due to confidential leaks and their private information. Once this was discovered, I reported that Blake filed the lawsuit on September 7th, 2024, never sought judicial notice, never asked defendants, and was closed one day before Blake filed the CRD complaint in California. Blake's attorneys went on record and defended the lawsuit. They admitted this lawsuit is how they obtained Jen Abel's phone via subpoena to Stephanie Jones. Wayfair and Abel's attorneys called the lawsuit an abusive process, an end around to obtain evidence without notifying Abel or Wayfair, and stated that they will be seeking all legal relief possible in this situation. Jen Abel then sued Stephanie Jones for violation of the Stored Communications Act and federal wiretapping, along with invasion of privacy, defamation, etc. Abel cites the sham lawsuit as the vehicle used by Lively and Jones to facilitate the legal disclosure of her phone data to Lively in August. Stephanie's attorneys ran to Extra TV and defended the lawsuit that accused Abel of breach of contract, defaming Jones, and colluding to destroy Jones' business, which I owned. I felt like deflection. My bad. I never said I could read. That's why it's always up on the screen. Oh, goodness graciousness. Now, a month later, Jones's attorneys are threatening to sue me, but are using a single video referencing Tom Brady possibly ending his contract with Jones Works, which Jones denies. So it's a possibility. It didn't happen. As far as you know, it shouldn't have been stated as a fact. Did you state it as a fact? Because if you stated it as a fact, like you normally do, and I question you about, then that's a whole different ball game. Perez Hilton source leaks about Stephanie Jones and Tom Brady. The Perez Hilton's gonna be the next one to get a cease and desist, and there's no smiley face. That's a hide yourself. She don't want to see it. Miss Katie, we see everything that goes on with you because you post it all over social media. I got Stephanie Jones' attorney's autograph. She's very truly mine. I can't believe I got an autograph from an attorney that is so masterful in gaslighting in her court filings. I've never seen anyone so competent at mischaracterizing and misrepresenting the actions of people she's never met. Because, you know, she hasn't met Miss Katie yet, but you know what? Shut up, Janet! Kristen's masterful writing often includes inserting wildly inappropriate screenshots of text messages that are out of context and or irrelevant to the argument she makes. Additionally, Kristen is skilled in name-calling, Miss Katie, in using demeaning language, Miss Katie, when arguing in her motions to dismiss with incorrect legal citations. Kristen is also super talented in writing baseless and misleading cease and desist. You don't send them, Miss Katie, but goodness gracious, why are you always talking about yourself? These are my opinions of an attorney that has placed herself in the middle of a public court case and made herself a public figure by representing Stephanie Jones. Kristen's legal filings make me tickle. I often wonder if she's simply collecting a check and throwing whatever she can at the wall. Do I need to say anything? Because this is all about the ching. Kristen's legal filings made me chuckle. Remember that. Certainly, Kristen must realize that her misplaced screenshots and text messages are not appropriate and also allegedly illegally obtained via sham subpoena. Don't worry, friends. I forwarded the cease and desist to Brian Friedman and Mitchell Schuster's law firm. I think that it's important that they know that Stephanie is threatening journalists because this is exactly what Blake Lively accused Baldoni and Wayfair of doing to journalists with no evidence. These are my opinions. I'm a member of the media. My business is a small business. I was shocked that none of Stephanie's attorneys verified that I have a registered business in the state of Minnesota. I'm not just a random sleuth on the internet. Freedom of the press and speech is a fundamental right of all U.S. citizens. I was wondering this. Do YouTubers have the same protections as reporters from the New York Times? Your reporting has been more accurate, actually researched. I am an independent journalist, and I own a registered small business which creates and publishes digital media reports. Please let us know if you hear back from Friedman and Schultz. I spoke to Billy Bush today, so he's on it at the moment, because you know Billy Bush is a big name. Miss Katie likes to boost that ego. If that's not the most unprofessional sign-off, I don't know what is. Surprised she didn't add XOXO at the end. Although, to be fair, it's not like they can use sincerely yours, because zero sincerity in these people. I've never seen an attorney sign a letter this way. Miss Katie, have you seen way too many attorney letters, have you? That's a question for you. Shout out to Billy Bush for taking the time to help me out regarding Stephanie Jones' legal threats. Shout out to Hot Mike with Billy Bush for taking the time to help me out today. Say what you want about Billy, but he's in a new phase in his career. For decades, he's worked in entertainment reporting, working on junkets, and often forced to toe the company line in interviews. Since he launched his podcast, he's taken off the mask of covering for the celebrities and regurgitating what their PR agents spew. He's using his platform to stand up against some of the biggest celebs and PR agencies. These are the actions of a man that understands how to use his voice instead of placating a powerful celebrity. That's growth and change. Miss Katie, you can't change anybody's opinion about somebody. It doesn't matter how many times you boost their name or they boost your ego. It doesn't matter. Billy's coverage of Blake Lively versus Justin Baldoni's case has been incredible. He's provided inside information that no one else has, and he's put Stephanie Jones' lawyers on the spot about their sham lawsuit and sham subpoena. He's got more sources than you. Is that bugging you just a little bit? You got a pee in your mattress? You know, like Princess and the Pea? Okay, carry on. A couple weeks ago, Billy called Stephanie Jones out for blatantly misleading the misrepresenting text messages in her motions to dismiss about against Jen Abel and Wayfair Studios. Billy shared a full text message that proved Jen Abel never one time said that he was going to war with Stephanie Jones. When I got a cease and desist from Jones, my reporting from court records and related to Tom Brady, I reached out to Billy. Billy let me know that Stephanie's tactics of threatening content creators isn't going to look good for her. He also said that Stephanie threatening lawsuits of the media during the lawsuit where she is accused of weaponizing the media against clients, disclosing clients' confidential information, allegedly hacking Jen Abel's phone, is going to backfire. He let me know that he's got my back, which is a huge relief for me. Billy is a good guy and really seems to not like bullies. Miss Katie, why is he talking to you? Don't you bully little channels, don't you? Don't you try to keep them off of YouTube from talking about you? Ain't that what you do? Okay, I regress. Billy is... What did I just do? Okay, yep. I'm rereading bullies going, bullies. Miss Katie is just stuck there. I don't know. I'm trying to make this interesting. I get a chuckle and I'm like, how can I bring it to y'all so y'all can have a smile on your face for the day? So I appreciate him helping me today. There are decent people in the media. The good journalists stand up for truth. They don't pander to the celebrities or PR agency bullies. Blake Lively's publicist accuses Justin Baldoni of SH, multiple employees, victim blaming, and the case dismissal request. According to Shallon Lester, who worked as an editor and journalist in New York, Leslie Sloan's MO is to falsely accuse people of crimes to silence them and help their clients. Shallon states that in her interview with Blake Lively, she made a joke about Lively not going to rehab. She then alleged that Leslie grabbed her and threatened to off her. This is only one story that I've heard about Leslie Sloan. The number one objective I hear about Leslie is describe her as evil. Other people describe you that way, Miss Katie. You just don't want to let your new audience know. Blake is a narcissist, Miss Katie. But she is also a robot that speaks in PR soundbites to market products and sell movies. Nothing she says is authentic. You saying, hey besties, love you, That only started when you started getting a younger audience. That you never said that before. You are as fake as they can come. Leslie Sloan makes sure to mask her clients' unmarketable behavior in order to keep her paycheck flowing. Miss Katie's cha-ching is flowing over. Sloan has an alleged history of threatening and planting stories accusing people of crimes to show her for her client, cover for her clients. Sloan is also an alleged narcissist. Leslie Sloan did this to Justin Baldoni. Sloan is harassing journalists and threatening them. I spoke to 6 journalists who have the same stories about Leslie, and all of them call her evil. This is who represents Blake Lively. Don't bother suing me, Leslie. I'm not your problem, but harassing my friends and threatening them is wrong. Since I started speaking out about the publicist, I have been spammed, harassed by bots, and accounts on Reddit. Hate comments are all over my YouTube. It's not an accident. You're right, it's not an accident. You have a lot of people that don't like you. You have a lot of people that want to speak out about you. You have a lot of actual people on the keyboard telling stories about you. It doesn't mean that they're bots. People are allowed to have negative opinions of you, just like they're allowed to have negative opinions of me. You're allowed to have negative opinions of Kristen, right? So we're all entitled to our opinions. It's just how you state your opinion. Is it illegal? Blake's Lively publicist accused of shady, unethical behavior. I posted this on my @Perez Hilton YouTube yesterday. Click the link in my Instagram bio to follow me there and see all my videos first. Your support means so much. Thank you. I love you, bestie. And this one is what got my attention. And let me just say, I don't know if it's real. I don't know if it isn't. I don't know where it came from because I can't find it. But this is from Balls 2.0 over on Insta. And they're absolutely awesome. They keep Miss Katie on her toes. So I'm going to go ahead and read this to you. And then you'll be able to realize going back, hey, this is what she's done. They called me the Blair Witch Project in this one. Then they tagged literal accounts that stalk and harass me. I cannot. They are suing me. I have full support of my team, which isn't going away. Who's on your team? I've been covering you for years. Covering you for years. And I still don't know who's on your team. You, yourself, and I, right? Yeah, that would be it. How many mirrors do you have? Do you look at one and say one thing, another say another thing, another one say... Because I always tell you, you need a daggone mirror, Miss Katie, because you're always talking about yourself. When you fair game, you don't sue knowing that countersuits are real. Is that a threat? Is it? I don't know. Are y'all still entertained? I'm trying to entertain you. I'm trying to change my voice. I'm trying to do everything I can to keep y'all entertained because some of y'all get bored by her. I'm telling you do. For the record, they repeatedly referenced the lawsuit that I won. The case was dismissed. In court, I won because the case was dismissed. The other lawsuits have gone nowhere and will go nowhere. Getting sued is like a badge of honor at this point. That's what started this video. Because she's like, I get sued, it's a video for me. Somebody threatens me, it's a video for me. Anything I can put on my channel to get the ching-ching, I'm gonna do it. Stephanie Jones' attorneys are attempting to silence reporting about Stephanie related to lawsuits filed against her in court. Yesterday, I received a cease and desist from Kristen Taylor accusing me of defaming Stephanie Jones. The letter sent to me mischaracterizes my reporting, which was reported from court records, sources, and alleged rumors circulating. The reports also reference third-party complaints, text messages in the complaints, and Stephanie Jones' own statements or words in court filings. Facts. In mid-April, I discovered a lawsuit by Van Zandt, Inc., a business owned by Blake Reynolds Lively. The lawsuit sued no one and cited boilerplate breach of contracts for the release of confidential information about Van Zandt, Inc. The lawsuit made no mention of SH of hostile workplace. Instead, the lawsuit focused on the reputation damage to Van Zandt due to confidential leaks of their private information. Once this was discovered, I reported that Blake filed the lawsuit on September 27, 2024, never sought judicial notice, never added defendants, and was closed one day before Blake filed the CRD complaint in California. Blake's attorneys went on record and defended the lawsuit. They admitted that then this lawsuit is how they obtained Jen Abel's phone via subpoena to Stephanie Jones. Wayfair and Abel's attorneys called the lawsuit an abuse of process, an end around to obtain evidence without notifying Abel or Wayfair, and stated that they will be seeking all legal relief possible in the situation. Jen Abel then sued Stephanie Jones for violations of the Stored Communications Act and federal wiretapping, along with invasion of privacy, defamation, etc. Abel cites the sham lawsuit as the vehicle used by Lively and Jones to facilitate the illegal disclosure of her phone data to Lively in August. Stephanie's attorney ran to Extra TV and defended the lawsuit. They accused Abel of breach of contract, defaming Jones, and colluding to destroy Jones' business, which I felt like deflection. Now, a month later, Jones's attorneys are threatening to sue me, but are using a single video referencing Tom Brady with possibly ending his contract with JonesWorks, which Jones denies. Perez Hilton has stated the same about Tom Brady too. Did he cite a source other than me? So a sports outlet basically outed that Brady fired her a day after I heard that this allegedly happened. So maybe he's talking about that. Ask him, Katie. He has his own sources. Perez Hilton has an upcoming video about Tom Brady and Jones today. I don't speak to him, but if he sources me, Stephanie says it's not true. But the rumor that's been circulating and alleged is that they are in a 60-day window. Who knows at this point? Make another video, Miss Katie. Go ahead, make another video right now about this. This what you're talking about. About him, maybe in the cooling off part. Maybe. He just posted it 5 minutes ago and said that Jones got some notice of finishing contract with Brady, but it seems legit. Best to check it out. It's only a few minute video. That's exactly what I was told and reported 2 days ago. Ugh. I tell you something. That attitude comes across when she's even typing. Self-righteousness. That's what it is. But alright guys, I hope y'all like me doing it like this so I can, kind of pep it up for you just a little bit. Because I just want to put a smile on your face. That's all I want to do. But I also want to bring you some info too. So I want to say to you, I hope you have a good day, night, weekend, holiday, year, whenever you might be watching this. And remember to smile today. Or make somebody else smile. Because it really can make a difference. And y'all just remember, she has a small business that is registered. She is a reporter, a journalist, a media outlet. She has all these different things that she wants to claim. Whatever she wants to claim, she is. Besides a narcissist. My opinion. Only my opinion. Alright guys, y'all make sure you have a good one for me. Bye!